In this video, we are going to create an expert advisor that utilizes the MACD indicator for trading decisions. Let's see how we can do that. We start Metaeditor by clicking a little icon or pressing F4. The first thing we do in our code is include the CTrade class from the standard library. This class provides simplified trading methods such as PositionOpen and PositionModify, which will help us manage our trading operations more efficiently. Next, we instantiate a CTrade object with default parameters. This object will manage all trading operations, including position management. We then define our strategy configuration parameters. These parameters can be adjusted in the Expert Advisor properties. The Lookback Bars parameter specifies the historical range for highs and lows, allowing us to analyze between 1 and 1,000 candles. The min candles back parameter sets the minimum age for valid highs and lows, which can range from 5 to 50 candles. The trailing offset parameter defines the safety distance for the trailing stop-in points, with a range from 1 to 20. The fast EMA and slow EMA parameters are used to set the periods for the fast and slow exponential moving averages in the MACD calculation. Finally, the signal period parameter determines the signal line period for the MACD. We then declare our global variables and handles. The MAC handle variable will hold the MACD indicator handle, while MAC main buffer and MAC signal buffer are circular buffers for the MACD main line and signal line, respectively. The price data array is used to store OHLC price data. The expert initialization function is executed once when the expert advisor starts. In this function, we create the MACD indicator handle for the current symbol and the H1 timeframe using the IMACD function. The parameters for this function include the symbol, timeframe, fast EMA period, slow EMA period, signal period, and the price type, which is set to price close. We also configure our arrays as time series, ensuring that the newest data is at index 0. This alignment allows us to work with the data in a natural time flow. Finally, we return a success code indicating that the initialization was successful. Next, we define functions for opening positions. The Open by Position function is responsible for executing a market order for a buy position. It retrieves the current ask price using the symbol info double function and then calls the PositionOpen method from the CTrade class. The parameters for this method include the symbol, order type, volume, price, stop loss, take profit, and a comment. In this case, we specify a position size of 0.10, which means we are buying 10 micro lots. The initial stop loss and take profit are disabled by setting them to 0, and we add a comment indicating that this is a MACD position. The open sell position function operates similarly but for sell positions. It retrieves the current bid price and executes a sell order using the same PositionOpen method. Again, we specify a position size of 0.10, meaning we are selling 10 micro lots, with the initial stop loss and take profit disabled. The main function for price updates is executed on each tick and contains the core logic of our strategy. In this function, we first retrieve historical price data for analysis by copying H1 candle data for the lookback period using the copy rates function. The parameters for this function include the symbol, timeframe, starting position, count of candles to copy, and the target array where the data will be stored. Next, we load the MACD values from the indicator buffer into our arrays for trend analysis using the copy buffer function. This function is called twice, once for the MACD main line and once for the MACD signal line. The parameters include the indicator handle, buffer number, starting position, count of values to copy, and the target array. We then check the status of any open positions. We initialize a Boolean variable as open position to false and set the current position type to position type by as a default value. We iterate through all open positions in reverse order to find relevant ones. For each position, we get the unique ticket number and check if the position belongs to the current symbol. If it does, we mark that an open position was found and store the type of the current position. We exit the loop after finding the first matching position. Next, we implement our trend detection and position management logic. For a buy condition, we check if the MACD main line crosses above the MACD signal line. If this condition is met and there are no open positions, we call the open by position function to open a new buy position. If there is already an open by position, we identify the lowest low in the lookback period using the ILowest function. We also check if the low index is at least as old as the min candle's back parameter and if the current price is above the identified low. If these conditions are satisfied, we calculate the trailing stop level by adding the trailing offset to the last low price and call the process trailing stop function to manage the trailing stop. For the sell condition, we check if the MACD main line crosses below the MACD signal line. If this condition is met and there are no open positions, we call the open sell position function to open a new sell position. If there is already an open sell position, we identify the highest high in the lookback period using the IHighest function. We check if the high index is at least as old as the min candle's back parameter and if the current price is below the identified high. If these conditions are met, we calculate the trailing stop level by subtracting the trailing offset from the last high price and call the process trailing stop function. The process trailing stop function is responsible for updating the stop loss for both buy and sell positions. We loop through all open positions in reverse order for safe changes. For each position, we select it by its ticket number and check if it matches the specified position type and belongs to the current chart symbol. We then get the current stop loss value and update it based on the position type. For buy positions, we check if the new stop level is higher than the current stop or if there is no existing stop loss. For sell positions, we check if the new stop level is lower than the current stop or if there is no existing stop loss. If the conditions are met, we call the PositionModify method from the CTrade class to update the stop loss. Finally, we press F7 to compile the code. If this was too fast for you or if you don't understand what all the code is doing, you may want to check out the premium course on our website or watch one of the basic videos first. If that works, we go back to Metaeditor by pressing F4 or clicking on the icon. Back in Metaeditor, we press Ctrl and R to start the strategy tester, pick the expert advisor that we have just created, enable the visual mode, and start a strategy test. We should see the expert advisor on the chart. If you are already a premium course member and have an idea for a video like this one, you can send us an email. What we have learned is how to code an expert advisor that utilizes the MACD indicator for trading decisions, including how to manage positions and implement trailing stops with a few lines of MQL code. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.